All right, it says we are live.
Cheers.
So, cheers, everybody.
Hello.
Cheers.
I
Graphite, R2. Janice. Good to see Janice.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
else is in the
having a
house?
hard time seeing
Patty
everybody in the
Gill.
chat on
Hello,
my phone
Patty.
here.
Always a pleasure. I think. Oh, Rob Blackmore, lest we forget. I think that's everybody
Okay, let's see.
so far. 10 people in the house.
Yeah,
Plus
R2R3, Graphite and Cigars, Octopus. I saw Janice and Patty Dill earlier. What's up,
I've
guys?
come up with a new hack for when there's less than 20 people in a room, maybe 15
Yeah,
people in the chat. You can
yeah.
do a copy and paste from the participants window,
Mm-hmm.
and you can paste it into the chat with a cheers, and then it could just puts everybody.
Gotcha. Cool. So I apologize to everybody. Just as I was about to go live, my power flickered. Went out, went right back on. I was trying to get the internet back up, and as I was trying to do that, the power flickered again. So I'm just on my phone with my LTE connection. So my video feed probably sucks. But you guys, Robbie and Trev, you guys had some stuff you were talking about earlier. So I'll let you guys kind of take it away, and I'm going to keep on working to try to get this back online so we can have a normal show
Sounds
here.
good.
So turn it over to
Oh,
you
there's
guys.
Robbie. Tell the kids all
Huh?
about it. You want to go first?
Oh, you could go, Trev.
Okay. Well, I will say you guys should all go check out Robbie's video he posted today because that was cool. Some stones.
Thank
As far as myself, I mean, been twiddling knobs on this metal zone, trying to make it do something cool. I think I'm in the wheelhouse. And spending a lot of time the last week doing some Allison Chains research and trying to get my head around some of that Jerry Cantrell goodness. And to watch him back in the day, when you're watching the videos, he had these, long flowing hair, and they got obviously a fan going, and he's just like this, the benchmark of 90s rock guy playing guitar. Grunge, call it what you will. I always kind of think is sound. I don't really think of grunge much as grunge because I saw those guys when they were metal bands playing at the Metal Bar, Soundgarden, and Alice in Chains when they were just touring. Because being an hour and a half north of their home base, albeit across the border, back in that day, as long as you didn't have any priors, you really only had to show your driver's license up to cross the line. But now we've got to show our passports and tell a story.
Yeah. Well, see, Trev, now you can turn the fan on and have your beard flowing, in the wind.
You'd have to be a back fan though, because I mean, you don't want the beard blowing at you. You want kind of doing a side forward thing.
Yeah, flowing outward.
A Gandalf kind of effect, right?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I would pay
keep
money
going.
to see that, Trev. Beard
I keep
floating in the
going for the
wind.
Gandalf, but it always starts going Gimli on me. And you go and you trim it down, and you got like the Viking beard again, and you lost all the Gandalf.
Oh well, what can you do? What you been up to, Robbie?
Well, I shipped off the 5150 guitar I was building.
Right.
Gave it the final sand. Filed that nut shelf out to slam that nut really nice.
Nice.
It's like you almost want it to look like it's not going to work, like it's too low. That's when it's right. When you say that can't work, it's probably exactly where you want it.
Right. Did you give it a good playthrough before you sent it off?
Oh yeah. It everything's good, and I disassembled it all, and except for the pickup, I put the pickup back in the pickup box, and the rest of it is in here.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna give you what I do with this stuff. You know, I mean, here's the neck plate and the screws, the shim I used. Some screws. I've got 3 sets of screws that I want to pick the best one out of. Here's the nut and the barrel jack, the tool pack, another set of screws, the springs. It's all in here. Then I've got this. It's kind of interesting. This is the potentiometer, and you can see all this stuff still. It's all soldered together, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's gonna be good to go. I just gotta, solder the ground wire and the hot and the ground for the input jack.
Drop it in and ready to go.
Basically, I've got the tuners back in the bag. And this is the part I kind of wanted to show you. I got to be pretty careful with this. All right, so because I took the thing apart to send out, I had to take the strings off the tuners on the headstock.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do that, I put the piece of tape where the string is like curled from being on the tuner.
Mm-hmm.
You tape each one of those around so they don't get like caught with each other when you take them apart and try to put them back on the guitar.
Right.
Yeah, so this will help you a lot. And then I wrap the strings around the Floyd and tape them down. And this could stay like this till I get it back and put it back on.
Yep.
So yeah, I wanted to tell you about that because I've done it without doing it, and it's just aggravating. The strings come together, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah. A lot of tips and tricks.
Turn into a rat's nest pretty quick, so that's a good way.
Oh yeah, extremely.
Ahead of time.
Yeah.
You got the MXR knob, the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Now this, I found this in one of the other boxes. This is a really good set of screws. I'm thinking this is going to be the one I'm going to use. They're like
Cherry.
Primo. So
Now,
yeah.
What screws are you talking about in particular?
Oh, these are the ones that the body and the neck go through the neck plate.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Right. It's very important to get the best screws you can get. And I believe these are actual Kramer screws from back in the day, which are going to be really nice.
Yeah, that'll keep it nice and legit. See, let's see. I think Alonzo came in. What's going on, Alonzo? Got
Alonzo.
Mr. Nick coming
Yes,
in,
sir.
saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's just coming in. Sorry, like I said earlier, I lost power, and I had this rockin' tune to start the show with, and everything just kind of went. So I'm hoping that I get back
I
up.
was sitting there looking at you in the green room or backstage. I'm like, he hasn't blinked in 30 seconds. I think
Yeah.
so. It's just like disappeared.
Yeah. It was just all of a sudden just kind of petered out. So hopefully it'll come back on. I'm hoping that nothing got damaged. It was a pretty good pop that we had. It did it twice. So I'm hoping maybe my, none
Now,
of
when
my
you-
network or
When
modem or
that
anything.
happens, you go around and turn everything off so that you don't get the surge when shit comes back on, or you just
Well, no, it was.
freewheeling?
I mean, it's just sprinkling here, and we didn't have any lightning or anything, so
Right.
I didn't think to be turning anything off.
Okay.
Once it popped, all of my, gear came back on. My computer came back up, but the internet. Maybe it's something with the provider. Maybe they've got something down.
Last
locally
time
here.
the wires were down here a week or two ago, power came back on like 5-6 hours, and it took them 2 extra hours to get the actual hard line from the cable for the ISP to go. It was the same branch, took out both, but the power guys, I guess, were there first, and the cable guy probably had to wait that out before he could do his repairs, right?
Yeah, I got you. So I may turn off the camera here in a bit and then go kind of reset everything again to see if I can get back up. Because it went off again as I was sitting here trying to reconnect. So I'll turn it over to you guys, and then I'll be back in a few.
Sure.
Yeah, my cat's treats came in these. They used to put them in these really nice containers with this big screw on top. They don't do
Yeah.
that anymore, but
No.
I saved them, so they work really good for that.
Yeah.
And like in this one, I got all the stuff for the Grail guitar if I could find the Grail body someday. It doesn't mean I'm
Cool.
going to stop, getting parts. You got the Mojo Tone taper, 500K pentameter.
Nice.
The Mojo Tone vitamin T capacitor, 022 600 volt,
Okay.
because it's going to be maple.
Mhm.
Black Floyd bar,
Nice.
flat Black Floyd with correct saddles.
Excellent.
Set of 83 Schaller tuners,
Nice.
late 83. I had ordered another set of these because I forgot I had these, but I could use
Mhm.
the other set when I finally do the Kramer double neck.
Hmm.
I'm going to have Kyle down at Dive Bomb make me a body, like a Pacer Special, an 82 Pacer Special body, but I'm going to wire it with, one pickup on each neck and a three-way switch, and that's it.
That's all right.
So that's cool. The route profile, string retainer,
Cool. Now,
claw. Huh?
Graphite and Cigars is asking if you have an email or if there's some way he could reach out to you and ask you a few things.
Okay. Contact Johnny and he could send me your information, and then I could email you. So you send your email to Johnny Bean,
Sure. You
and
come at the bottom.
he could send it to me, and then I'll email you. Oh, I mailed Edwin's small clone Electro-Harmonix box today. And G. Bushnoff should have got his Floyd Rose today also. What is
Very
that?
cool.
Got the black 84 Schaller strap buttons.
Hmm.
I don't use the strap locks. I just use the buttons. And a black tool pack with black Allen keys.
Yep.
And that's what I've got so far for this.
Like it.
Oh, I got kind of an interesting story too. Now, I mean, y'all know who Rock Show is, right? I sent him that Gibson pickup that I had for my double neck that I put in that Isaacson guitar for a while. He won it on Johnny Bean's show. And he was trying to order the 78 Custom Shop Loud by Marcelo Juarez. And I'm not sure if Fernando's on vacation or what, but he ended up calling Seymour Duncan, and they transferred his call to Marcelo Juarez. So he actually talked to Marcelo Juarez. Marcelo Juarez said she had this like experimental pickup on her bench, and that would be perfect for like all tube feedback sound.
Mm-hmm.
And he got it sent to him for it was $160. Staggered windings, short legs, four conductor, zebra. 42 gauge wire. Really cool. And that's something I've never been able to do. You know, I could get the 72s that she wants. This one is a little less hot. I think it's like 8.8 or 8.9 wound instead of the 9.1, 9.2. So it Marcella said it's going to be even better for warm feedback. So I just thought that was terrific. You know, I should be working on his guitar before too long, and it won't take too long to do.
Right on.
And I've actually got his stuff I got for his guitar in here. I've got some strap buttons and some potentiometers, save the Mojo Tone ones, and the vitamin T capacitor. So yeah, that's what's kind of going on here. The stuff that's going to be happening. But I mean, I'm really excited that Marty Bell is painting this 5150 for me.
For sure.
He doesn't paint them anymore, but he's painting mine, and yeah, that's going to be really exciting. He does such a great job. Just comes out absolutely beautiful. Smooth as silk, wet sanded between every coat, clear coated, and wet sanded out. So it's like glass, you know. There's no levels or nothing. This is just like they were in '84 when they came out of the factory that day when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on,
really.
Octopus ears. I got this. The Metal Zone. This one's been modded with this 3-way switch. It's you know, if my target I say would be a Slayer tone, getting about 80%, 85% there. The EQ on this, that 4-band EQ, is super hypersensitive. Like just a little goes a long way when you're turning those tone knobs there in the center. And when you start going over 12 o'clock with the level or the distortion, it gets a little less dynamic, I guess, for lack of a better term.
All right, you guys have me. You guys have me back.
Yeah, welcome back, Ron.
All right, we are back up. I guess it was something with the internet that was giving me issues, so we should be good to go. Sorry about that. So
5x5, man.
Yeah. So we can get back on track.
Now you missed all the stuff that Robbie and I were talking about, but it's pretty much everything we were talking about in backstage before the show.
Everything we had earlier.
A little more detail in it, but yeah.
All right, so I had planned to kind of open, the Thursday night chat and jam with a little jam. So how about we go back with that? Let's make sure that you guys can hear me okay on the mic. Guitar's coming through okay. Everything's good.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. Okay,
Good.
now we have an official chat and jam show.
Sweet.
So let me go back through and kind of start over here. So we've got a couple people I haven't said hello to. We had Janice was in, Octopus Ears was in, Hip Metal Works. What's up, dude?
Cheers.
Patty Dill, Rob Blackmore Official, ET5150, I see, Alonzo, Mr. Mick again, hello, Graphite and Guitars, just making sure I'm catching everybody here. Janice, R2R3, let's see, Rob Blackmore Official, Six Fingered, what's going on, dude? Let's see, and I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. MPN 5150, there we go.
Yes.
So,
Cheers, man. Now,
here's to
Mr.
everybody.
Mick had a comment earlier. I don't know if you caught that one particular, but he says he just got an EVH Bumblebee today,
Mm-hmm.
and it has fret sprout and sharp fret ends. Question: should I send it back to Sweetwater or try and fix it all myself?
Well, what you've got is, you know, just so happens I have a Bumblebee.
You get the
I like.
devil.
This one is perfect. I hadn't had any issues out of that. But your fret sprout comes from the change in humidity with the neck. You know, it's shrinking. And so did you leave it in the box and have it set for a while before you opened it up and took it out? Or did you take it right out when you got it? So you might find that if you let it set for a few days and let it acclimate to your, you know, to your dwelling, yeah, that the fret sprout might start to go away a little bit. So I don't know. I mean, if you want to send it back, that's your choice. But you may as well, you know, Robbie. Once you get fret sprout, it can go back. But if it's really bad, you may just want to have it take it down to maybe a service center and see if they'll warranty it and smooth that out
I don't know
for
how
you.
good you are with a file. I mean, it doesn't take much to do it, but you probably want to practice on a beater first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just take my my little 8-inch wood lathe that I use to level the frets with,
Mm-hmm.
and the 220 stick and sand, and I put it at a 45-degree angle to the neck, and I just sand it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's not really
for the end.
complicated. You don't really have to file each end or anything like that. Just go right across it.
Yeah. I kind of get where he's coming from. You get a brand new guitar. It's coming from Sweetwater, you said, and supposedly they do a 55-point inspection on it. So you wouldn't think that they would let it leave like that. But, you know, if it's brand new, you just got it, you know, you got shipping costs back. I don't think that they refund that to you. But
is everything else sweet on the guitar? I mean, is that the only complaint? Is there something else that's maybe?
Yeah. Now, who was that you said that had that?
That was Mr. Mick.
Mr. Mick? Yeah.
See, Baron rolled in. Hey, Baron, how you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Baron?
Knock in the house.
I have got a noise gate here that is too high. Let me get this adjusted real quick. Seemed like everything kind of got screwed up with the power going on and off, so I'll get everything back together here.
Expected, but seems there was no harm done to any.
Yeah, I think everything is okay.
Uh-oh. Something's going on with my microphone. It's Megan.
No, I think we're good to go. Thomas Santiago, welcome in, man.
What?
Welcome in. So, sorry, you guys were talking about, you know, you were doing the Jerry Cantrell stuff. You've been practicing on that. Robbie, you've got your guitar all shipped off to paint. I missed some of what you were saying, but say again.
I haven't quite been practicing as much as I watched a guy do a video on how to play it and kind of dicked around with that for 35 minutes. And I'm like,
right.
Let me digest that and we'll come back to that. So I put a pin in.
Yeah. All you needed to do is go and stay at a Holiday Inn Express for a night, and then you'll be able to play.
Is that the story?
Have you heard those commercials before?
No.
You know, have you ever done brain surgery? No, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
Oh, okay.
You know. Have you ever played Alice in Chains songs? No, but I stayed at a Holiday Express. So what else is everybody got going on? How about in the chat? What you guys up to? Baron Guitar says, "What would Eddie do?"
Oh, we got a Holly Lewis. Cheers, sister.
Holly Lewis, welcome in. Just see that. Yeah,
That's funny. Eddie would take his wood plane and put it at a 45-degree angle, but he would use 220. He'd probably go with 80 first and then 220 and then steel wool.
I don't know. I could see him going over to a grinder.
Yeah, I didn't want to go down that road.
Yeah. Seems like he had absolutely no regard for any of his gear. He was going to do whatever to make it do whatever he wanted it to do. So
with what he had, you need a bigger pickup cavity. I got a hammer and a chisel. I mean,
yep.
Wouldn't this beautiful destroyer look great if it had like the shark? What inspired that hog out that big? I mean,
yeah. Well, he got his PAF pickups, I think, out of a 335. That was,
right.
would be a vintage classic.
In the dust harvesting them for minimal amount of parts.
Yeah. Vintage guitars that he has just destroyed. You've heard about the Strat that he had bought. He wasn't able to pick it up or pay for it when he was looking at it, so he took a screwdriver and scratched 5150 into it. And the dude was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, that's so I know it's the same guitar when I get it."
Mine forever now.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that if the fret sprout is that bad, Mick, I would probably send it back. Maybe see if you can get another one. Maybe call your support rep and say, "Dude, what's up with this? You're going to pay to ship it back and get me a new one or fix it or whatever." And they'll probably give you the same story, well, humidity changes from here to there and, this and that. But, it's like that 78 Eruption guitar that I played. I played two of them. There was one at two different shops here locally. And both of them, I'm like, oh, there's no way I could play that thing. It would make my hands bloody with all the fret sprout that was on those things. So
you're talking about basically unaged, just about green wood they're using. If you're like me and all my stuff's 40 years old or something, those days are gone for that kind of thing,
Yeah.
I think the standard for furniture building and stuff is 2 years in a normal unkilned or unroasted fashion. The slabs of maple I've got are 12 years old. They're as stable as they're going to ever be now.
Just about ready to go. Yeah. I was watching a video about this guy that went in and he goes to different shops and he kind of goes through the whole process of what it takes to build a guitar. And the one that I watched was building an acoustic nylon string classical guitar is what it was. And the guy at the shop, he had a bunch of ebony on a rack and he says, "You sure do have a lot of ebony over there." And he says, "Yeah." He says, "That has been sitting there for at least 8 years, so that they can get it acclimated to their shop." So, that these guitars that they're churning out, especially with all the demand that there has been recently, since everybody having to stay inside and everybody buying guitars, you couldn't find these anywhere. I mean, these were scarce. So, that a lot of the wood that they got to be using is just, hey, let's get whatever we can get and get them put out. I mean, like you're saying, Robbie, they probably don't have it dried as properly as they can. I don't know.
Now, the exception to that is you have an extremely old neck and you had to let's say you had to pull the frets off and plane the fretboard because you can't get the adjustment right. Then you put the frets back in. You might get something like that. I just mailed one to Ryan Hall, and he said that when he got it, it had some fret sprout. I apologized to him. I didn't feel any of it when I sent it, but I would have sanded it down, if I'd have known that.
But even the driest of woods is going to react to environmental changes.
You would think,
Ben's got a guitar. I believe it's a Wolfgang, but it's a hardtail, but it's got the fine tuners. It's not got a lock in it. And I think that's the one that it's seasonal. You can really only play it, from May to October. and then she sprouts in the wintertime, and then come summertime again, it's playable.
Yep.
I've never had that happen.
It goes back and forth, huh? Yep. I had actually my USA white Wolfgang right there. When I first got it, the very, very first fret down here on the very bottom, that was the only one I could feel just a little bit on it. And as it sat here in my house, it eventually went away. You know, so if you got massive fret sprout everywhere, it's probably going to have to be taken down. You know, but just something minor like I had, it went away eventually once everything kind of acclimated. Yep. Hip Metalwork says metal, you know, does it too, expands and contracts. You know, that was something that amazed me when I was in auto shop. The way that you press a bearing into a piston is you know what I'm talking
Cool
about.
one piece and heat up another.
You go and you put those little press in bearings, or not bearings, what am I talking about? The pivot rods. You put those in the freezer, and then you put your piston in the press, and then you press that little rod down in there after it's been in the freezer because it shrinks. You know, so metal does it too based on temperature. So I don't know. Let us know how it turns out, Nick.
No, Dennis, yeah, it was Mr. Mick that was asking about sending back the guitar, not myself.
Mr. Mick. Yeah.
So we were discussing the options of that. If it was me, I'd just tune it up.
Yeah.
But I have flat files and adhesives. And this thing here, it's a little Nicholson four-sided, and I've taken it to the belt sander and made it safe edges on two sides.
Mm-hmm.
With rounded edges. So I mean, I use it mostly for doing my fingernails. And that's funny because I never did fingernails until I started playing guitar. And now, you know, you got to have your fret fingernails short and stubby. And it's nice to have a couple of picking fingers over here on the other hand. Right?
I got these right here because, yep, I'll be playing one day and I'll be like, oh, need to trim those up. You know, you can't have those fingernails digging into the fretboard. But you know that a lot of guitar shops that I've been to, you know, if you have a guitar that you take down and there's a little something going on with it, it needs a little setup or something, you know, most of them are like, hey, any guitar that you buy these days, you're going to have it set up for you. So a little bit of expense of having somebody look at it and set it up, get rid of a little fret sprout, you know, is it worth that to you rather than losing the cost of shipping it back? Or I guess it just depends on what Sweetwater's wanting to do with it. So
now Mr. Mick he emailed his rep, so he's got a rep at Sweetwater, and they will pay to ship it back since there's a problem. I would try it myself for a new guitar. Plus, if it doesn't cost you anything, you know, try it again. And if you did jump the gun on opening it, maybe next time just let it sit for a day or two.
Yeah,
acclimate your environment.
Yeah. So overall, I'm curious, Mr. Mick, do you like the guitar, the way that it plays? Does it feel good other than the frets?
That's my favorite Van Halen guitar.
Yeah.
But that's a dime bag reference too, right?
But I mean, if the guitar felt good, cheers.
Get your pull.
If the guitar felt good to you, you know, and they're willing to take it back and do something with the frets, you know, I guess that's your choice. But
the only thing you would lose is time.
Yep.
But it's a safe way to go. Again, if it doesn't cost you anything, might as well.
Yeah, why not?
But then watch the next one's going to come, and it's not going to be quite as nice as that other one was. Maybe, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you really, really like that one, the way it felt, other than the frets, you know, maybe see if they'll fix it. Yeah. You know, guitars for me have been very, very personal. I usually like to put my hands on it, you know, play it, see it, feel it, smell it, you know, taste it.
There's no better example than the Gibson Les Paul. I mean, some of them it's like, and then other ones it's like, oh.
Yep. I had been pretty fortunate with the EVH stuff that I've had to buy online. Of course, it's been the USA signature, and then the no, I got one Wolfgang special, and I did have to have a fret the second fret was high. So I took it to a shop that had a Plek machine, and they actually did a fret job on it with the Plek under warranty. So
Wow.
I kind of lucked out on that one.
Oh yeah, and you can't ask for that 'cause it's not going to leave there with anything out of spec. The Plek machine will make everything the way it ought to be. Uh-oh. This is how he was looking at me the last time the power went out.
Is he froze?
he's not blinking, he's not moving. Go.
He looks frozen.
Yeah, and it's going to disappear in about 15 seconds, I'll bet. So, yeah.
There he goes.
Hey,
He's
we're
back.
back.
Okay.
Man, this power flickering on and off, so sorry about that.
I don't know if you heard me, but I was like, he's looking at me that way again. That's the way he was looking at me last time the power went out.
Yeah, sorry about I don't have any control over what the power is doing,
No.
so
That's
Apologize for
will
that.
of God there. You can't do nothing about it.
let me get my computer screens all set back up. I'm
No
surprised
lamp
that
is
my computer didn't shut off completely.
So it was just a momentary interruption.
Yep. Yeah, yep. So that's good. Back on. Okay. I think we're back to normal. Yeah, if my power keeps going on and off R2, R3, I am pissed, yeah. Somebody had said, the last thing I saw, is this Ryan's first live?
No.
Okay, Rob answered it. No, it's not. There's several that are there, probably 7, 8 so far. So
My favorite being the one from John DeShane's house that day. That was a hoot.
yeah, that was a good one. Yep. I'm kind of partial to the Wolfgang Wednesday and the Trans Trim Thursday ones. So if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. So what else is going on, Robbie? Are you going to be building any Floyd bridges on the show tonight?
I was
You got a
thinking of maybe
Lego.
looking at a parts box, but I don't think I got enough to build one.
Yeah. The well is dry.
And but I did get this today in the mail.
Oh, you got a little unbagging to do.
Yes, yes.
Well, by all means, let's turn it over to Robbie for this exciting unbagging.
X-Acto knife.
Oh, I thought that was what was in the envelope. A knife.
That's not a knife.
And we have this is
A plastic bag.
the 11 millimeter wrench you get when you bought a Kramer. Baby. So now I have 2 of them, so I don't have to use that big adjustable when I work on the bridges.
Gotcha. So that's for the underside of the Floyd bar.
Either side, top or bottom.
Gotcha. I know that a lot of people like that really, really loose. I saw some pictures of the 5150, and his was nearly where you could get like a 1/4 inch of movement on it before it moved the bridge. He liked it really, really loose.
I don't understand. Move the bridge.
You know how you like your bar really tight where it doesn't move?
Yeah.
Not spinny.
Yeah, not spinny. Eddie had it to where he could move the bar, about a 1/4 inch, and it wouldn't move the bridge. He had it so loose on there.
Oh, right. And he'd have the bar tight in the coupling,
Mm-hmm.
but the coupling itself was loose, so that would
Yep.
turn
Yep. Yeah.
right, on the nylon washers in it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I picked this up. It was probably around $20.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Specialty tool. You gotta have the right
Well,
parts.
When you bought a Kramer back in the day, you got these all the time.
Yeah.
Put it in every guitar. Now it's like you never get one when you buy a guitar now.
Graphite and Guitar says he is extremely excited about that wrench. I think he wants your wrench.
Yeah, so now I have 2 of them.
So can you get replacements of those, or is that an older vintage one, I guess?
Yeah, that's one of the originals. Both the ones I have are originals.
Okay. But can you go to floydrose.com and get a replacement, a new one?
I don't know. I never even checked. It's just something I wouldn't do.
Yeah. Well, I guess, for years they've had the new collar kind of thing, the little spin ring on it. So I don't know. Maybe they think that's a thing of the past. Who knows?
I never liked that, but I really don't like anything anyway. So anything new, I just don't like it at all.
Right.
Well, he's look at this parts thing.
Seems like I remember the Wolfgangs coming with a little wrench like that as well. They had, was it the Ping Floyds? But they had that same kind of locking collar. And I think they came with a little wrench like that, if I remember correctly.
So I have this one's the one that's going to go on a double deck when I build it. This has the thin base plate, and I have to find real 83 saddles, with the lines on them.
Mm-hmm.
That I'll use with this.
What year do you think that one is? Did you say?
This base plate's 85. I think this is one of those ones that was originally one of those Gibson top mount bridges.
Oh, okay.
And they got rid of all the little springs underneath that would bolt to the top of the Gibson, and put a regular block on it. And then we started putting these in the guitars because nobody was buying that,
Mm-hmm.
Had a whole crate full of them. I have one of these chrome on my blue Vanguard.
Right.
So I came across this one and grabbed it. It's got the block with the serial number on it.
Mm-hmm.
Might just put a non-serial number block on there just to be a wise guy.
I see somebody in the chat is saying that Laz has a show tonight. I was not aware of that. What time is he going on? I don't want to.
Another hour and a half away.
Okay, so we're good. Yeah, I don't want to step on anybody's toes with any show that they're trying to do. So.
No, that's why I was kind of happy to see fill the void in the Thursday early from my time.
Well, I missed Sunday, and somebody had said something to me about they were.
Well, you didn't technically. You posted 2 videos on Sunday.
I did. I posted 2 videos, but I guess I need to get more regular on my time slots that I'm, can get on. So, I didn't expect people to come up, show up and start watching the stuff. So, so now I have to get some definite times. Probably, I don't know. I kind of like the Thursday because, Johnny's not on. I didn't know Laz was on, but if he goes on later, then Thursday might still be a good night.
I mean, he's probably batting 500 the last 6 weeks.
Who's that?
Laz.
Oh, with going on Thursdays?
Yeah, with all the stuff. He's been busy and doing stuff and, over the holidays and stuff.
Gotcha.
Music Therapy Laz. Yep, 7:30 my time. So hour and a half away.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good. So I got a little something that, let's see, let me turn this off real quick. Now, I can't be judged too harshly on this because I literally started practicing this 5 minutes before I was about to go live. So let me do something here. Change the guitar.
I think they'll like it.
What's that?
I think they'll like it.
I hope so. So this is my Friedman T-style guitar.
Ooh.
I picked this one because it doesn't have a locking nut and it's easier to retune quickly. So this is definitely not a standard tuning. So let me plug it in and let you guys hear what I'm trying to work on. if you want, anyway. I mean, if you don't, I don't have to.
I, I think we want, and if we don't, screw 'em. Do it anyway.
Okay.
It's your show. It's your party.
Man, I
I'm
just
here
work
for
here. I just work here.
I'm here.
All right, let's see. I think I'm still in tune. There we go. That's as far as I've gotten.
Oh, the next part's so good.
Yeah. I heard there was some kid that had a Ripley guitar that he did a review on YouTube. I don't know how long ago it was, but I just saw it. And the Ripley
That
guitar.
video in the Discord? Was that the video in the Discord? I think I saw a video there where it's like, hey, Johnny, here's a guy who breaks down how the Ripley works. And
Could be. I don't remember where I saw it. It may have been in there. But you know, the Ripley guitar is the stereo guitar where it has the string separation. And dude busted into Top Jimmy, you know, playing that Ripley guitar, which is what Eddie used. And I was like, damn, that sounds good. Let me figure out how to do that. So I'm gonna try to learn that, see how far I can go.
right
What we got in the chat here? Let's see. What are you guys talking about? Holly says she loves it when I play. Well, you're probably one of the only ones.
I don't think so.
No. Sounds great. Thank you, Janice.
It does.
Koa. Oh, we're talking about guitar woods. That's what my acoustic guitar is. It's Koa wood. It's well, it's not the high end Koa. I think it's a laminate. But it was the best sounding acoustic, and any of the Koa acoustic guitars that I've played has sounded preferable to me. Oh, that was ET5150 said that he had posted that Ripley video in the Discord. Appreciate that, dude. I enjoyed watching that today. Let's see. Holly is asking the main lick to All Fired Up, Naturally Wired. No, I haven't ever tried to learn that one, but I know you mentioned it the other night. So I'll look into it and see, you know, what it would take to. There's so many songs I want to learn, and you know, I'm a Dark Side of the Force user. I want quick and easy. So I'll learn like a main riff, and I'm like, yeah, and I'll just jam out on that for a while, and I won't learn the whole song. So. Mr. Mick, thank you. This is one of my favorite YouTube shows. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, I'm just sharing what I like to do and, you know, my rig and my playing, and I'm glad you guys appreciate it and enjoy seeing it and hearing it.
Yeah, it's a fun place to be.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Dark Side of the Force guitar player. I like it quick and easy and, you know, grungy and just those power chords that sound so awesome. You know, makes me want to light up a lightsaber or something. Who was that saying something about a purple lightsaber? Oh, that was Laz the other day. Oh. So, eat your heart out, Laz. I got a purple lightsaber. Anybody's looking for a really, really cool, realistic lightsaber, check out vadersvault.com. They make really, really cool lightsabers. Not that this is an advertisement for lightsaber places, but that's where I got this one.
I got this one 15 years ago for Christmas from the kids.
Oh, really?
I haven't even changed the batteries in it, for Christ's sake. And I used to chase the dogs around the house with it all the time. If they were bad dogs, this was like, and they hated it.
Yeah. my,
You could tell when I
my,
was telling them they did something wrong.
my little Jack Russell, she hates it too. If I, tap it on the floor, she'll come and chase it and try to bite it. But
Ours were Yorkies.
this one you can, let's see, how do I do that? You can change the colors of it. I forget how to do it now.
Like in the
There we go.
plastic.
There we go. There's the different colors. I like the green.
Yeah, Yoda.
Yeah. Or Return of the Jedi, Luke,
One of my favorite fight scenes from all the whole universe of Star Wars is Yoda against Dooku.
Mm-hmm. How does
Watching
that
little-
look? Obviously you can see the green color, but
Yep.
it almost looks white. And I guess with green on the outside of it.
It may be getting somewhat cancellation from the blue in the room. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it could be. Or maybe it's just the.
But you could certainly tell it was Yoda colors.
Okay, enough of that.
And back on track.
Sorry. I know that Robbie there, he's getting bored with lightsabers and stuff, so.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing.
Send him one.
Let's
Go
see.
Hampers and buy him one.
Holly Lewis says, "Open the blast doors." I guess that's from all the Star Wars stuff.
Open the blast doors.
Who said that?
Really good, though.
I don't know who was that.
Open the blast doors.
Isn't it close the blast doors? That's the dude running in on
It's-
Planet Hoth.
Well, it's during the first movie. He first says, "Close the blast doors, because they're trying to get out." And then when they get out, or what is it?
That's right. They're being chased. Open the blast. Yeah.
Yeah, open the blast doors, open, because they get through and then it closes. And he says, "Open the blast doors, open the." Yeah. Six Fingered says, "I learned the somebody get me a Dr. Solo a few days back. Some full on licks in that." Well, dude,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
have to come on and show that off.
I'll have to hear it.
Judgment Day. No, I don't know that one either. You guys have to remember too that I haven't, really started back playing guitar. I was in a band back in, I think 2010, 2011, somewhere there. And I kind of got fed up with it, and all my gear sat down here for years. I'd come down and play a little bit here and there. And then just recently, within the past probably year and a half, I really started getting back into it. And I guess since, Eddie died, and have really started to really kind of want to learn a lot of, some Van Halen tunes. And one of my, the unicorn guitar was that GL2T. I'd always wanted that. And I always wanted to be able to play Summer Nights. And hopefully you guys have seen that video and you've seen I've gotten pretty close to that.
Good enough for the girls I go with.
So, yeah, I'm learning different little riffs and stuff of different songs, but yeah, I'll maybe try to start learning some more of them all the way through.
Yeah.
What was that one? He said, "Somebody get me a doctor." And a lot of these songs, I used to know a long time ago, and if you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing. I've forgotten, a lot of it.
It'll be a little easier to figure out the second time. Though, right?
Yeah,
Back
I think, was it? It would help if I turned it on, wouldn't it?
Six Finger says he's got to go find himself an XLR cable and he might hop on. So
Okay. Go through my road cases and find an XLR. Yeah, cool, man. What are the opening chords to Somebody Get Me a Doctor? Anybody know? Anybody?
I don't remember.
I know that's the riff that's in there. How does it open though? There it is. I'm surprised I remembered that much. So there you go.
Well done, then. Well done.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Remember all the way up to the solo part. So we'll have to have Six Fingered show us that.
Yeah. You've set the course. You've planted the seed.
R2 R3 says he is back. Ever since Robbie pulled out that wrench, he had to go find his. Put him on a man in a mission, I guess.
Hey, Donald Young in the house. Good to see you.
GCD, yep. I finally figured that one out. This guitar has been knocked out of tune somehow, so.
Huh.
Maybe I knocked it back in. What else you guys talking about in the chat? Donald Young, truck driver, hauls for Amazon. He's been busy. Welcome in, Donald. I didn't see you sneak in.
Oh, just a minute or two.
One of the few guitar shows that actually plays guitar. Yeah, you know what? That was one thing that you know, I've kind of noticed too. You know, all these different channels that I watch where people go in live and whatever. Nobody really ever plays guitar. So I was like, well, I'm going to change that.
Copyright nonsense, right? But
It's what?
if you keep it to, it's the copyright nonsense.
Yeah.
If they're monetized and they're trying to make money off of their channel,
Mm-hmm.
it's a hassle.
And you know, I'm
But
not
I mean,
worried.
if you're not monetized and you're doing it for fun and just hanging out,
Yeah,
what
I'm not.
it's fine.
I'm not worried about that at all. You know, I'm just hanging out for fun, like-minded people, and you know, just sitting around chilling, having fun. So, but the only thing that I've been dinged on these lives, which I kind of take as a compliment, is every time I play Summer Nights with the Transtrim guitar, it dings me even without
the algorithm, right?
you know any of the other music. It says, you know, Van Halen's Summer Night is being played. I'm like, oh well. So I kind of take it as a compliment when I get a ding on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So do they block at that point, or is it something where any money made off of that video goes to Van Halen instead, and then it's like whatever?
I don't know. I really don't know what they do, but every time that it dings on a Van Halen tune, when you click, you know, the information, it says a copyright claim. However, the artist allows this to be used. So, you know,
Yeah,
so they
that's
don't.
what they get. They're gonna put commercials on it and take whatever money it's made from it.
Yeah. So I'm.
That's monetary.
Yeah, I'm not real
There you
worried
go.
about it. So yeah.
Full steam ahead. All aboard.
Yep, for sure.
The other thing is the strike. If you get 3 strikes, they shut down your channel.
The strikes
Well,
are
if it's if it's a legitimate, you know, copyright strike against something, you know, there's certain tunes that I've heard that you cannot. They will come after you. It's like any of the
Beatles or
Eagles,
some of it, right?
Beagle,
If you want Rick
Beatles, and,
Beato at all, you know, right?
yeah, that kind of stuff. So I had an old video that I did of the Who. What was that song?
That's the speaker.
Yeah. Surprised that I remember that. It's been so long. That one just kind of came back naturally.
Awesome.
That was one that I'd always put a backing track on and play to that one. That was one of those songs that we used to play, out live. So that was always, and back years ago when I think it was PlayStation 3 came out, that was a long time ago, I guess.
Mid 2000s.
Yeah, I went over to my sister's house and a bunch of kids were there, the cousins and the nephews and all that, and they're playing Guitar Hero. And I'm like, come on, this has got to be easy. Man, that was not easy. But that was one of the songs that was on there. And as I'm trying to play that on Guitar Hero, I'm like, this has got to be a really, really cool song to play on guitar. So that's why I learned it from hearing it on Guitar Hero or whatever. So
It's totally different physics doing it on a video game controller.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I sucked at Guitar Hero. So I'm like, no, I'll stick to real guitar. Yep.
No doubt.
R2R3 says, I get the claims all the time. Sharon and YouTube taking my videos down. For any Aussie licks that you put up, huh?
I've seen lots of Black Sabbath stuff, though. Love me some Dio era Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
If I had one quintessential Black Sabbath album to take to the island, it's going to be Live Evil, which has got the Mob Rules and that sort of Dio era Sabbath on it.
Janice says she got a copyright claim on Cry to Me, a blues song that the Stones covered.
Oh, look out, Robbie.
And then she says, I didn't even finish the song because I got a phone call and can't re-record it. I was watching a kid, I saw a video today where he was playing Eruption, and the title of the thing is Playing Eruption and Then I Turn Into an Adult or something like that. So he's in his bedroom and he's jamming out, and he's like... And then in the middle of that, there's a knock on the door, and they keep knocking. And I guess it's his mother or his aunt or somebody comes walking in with a birthday cake singing happy birthday, while he's trying to record his YouTube video. And they're like, happy 18th birthday. So he got it all recorded. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is.
Big time Rusty. Can't help but go into that riff afterwards. Sorry, that was excruciatingly bad. That was very, very rusty. So
That sounded good from where I'm sitting.
if you play it loud enough and act like you know what you're doing, I guess it's okay. Holly needs a hand cam. Well, I can.
That one. He has one.
I do, but it's not kind of zoned in just yet. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. I guess I could zoom it in. Hang on.
Crop it down.
Let's see. Just like that. Properties. And let's see.
Hanging in there, Robbie?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You staying hydrated?
Yep.
Let's see. Apply. Okay. Okay. There you go. Now you have a hand cam. How's that for getting you what you need, Holly?
Bigger. It could be 10% bigger or solo yourself. Next time you play.
Right.
It's a little bit tiny. On my 24-inch 1080p. It'd be fine
Gotcha.
on a 55, but
Well, let's see how this looks. If I, is that a little better?
yeah,
Yeah.
that works. That works totally. Okay, what are you gonna do now? Oh,
I'm gonna
how's
let
your
Rob.
how's the rat riff going?
Oh, you know what? That actually has gone pretty well, I think.
I bet it has.
Let me change this. This thing is knocked out of tune somehow.
Right?
Probably when my power kept going off and I kept getting up and throwing it against the chair.
It's a good time to do a guitar change, man. Oh, black is beautiful. Black has so much better tone. I think it's at least 10 or 15% better tone from black.
Well, these USA Stealths, or this USA Stealth and the USA Signature, they're phenomenal guitars. There's nothing wrong with the Stripe series and all those, but these are just so much, much better. See, you threw me right into that one. Hang on. And there's that little change in there that I forgot. Something like that, a little change.
But you didn't have the hand cam going, and you still got Holly's comment.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let me fix that. Sorry, Holly. There we go. There's the hand cam. Let me go back to that. All
There
right.
we go.
There you go, Holly. Hand cam for you.
Daddy, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's I had to work on that little stretch for that
Man, you
lick.
nailed it.
That stretch right there. Let me go in on that.
Warranty Martini Central Riff there.
Yeah. So if anybody's wondering, it's the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. Took me a while to figure that one out too, that little slide. And I think that he changes that up from time to time. He'll do a, let's see. I think he does that from time to time.
Why was it?
So anyway.
Awesome, man.
Well, thanks. Thank you, Holly. Yeah, I was playing the Bumblebee a little earlier. I think I am like so far behind in the chat here. I don't know if my chat is moving or girls next, huh?
Yep.
I don't know any of that, but I do know what is the one. No, it's not a drop D. Oh, it's everything is tuned down a half a step or something, I think. What is that, Dr. Feelgood? I can't for the life of me remember how to play that right now.
I like me some Motley Crue, but for me, it's the first two albums. Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil. I was probably because of the impact it had at that age time. You know, it was like grade 7, so you're like 12, 13, whatever. And you're going from what your folks listen to what your friends are listening to. And it just opens up so many doors and windows.
Yep. Let me turn this off here. We got Holly Lewis, hashtag hand cam rocks.
Yeah, it does.
Out of context, someone might not know what you're talking about there, so be careful with that hashtag.
Yeah, well, it says hand. It doesn't say handy. That would be
right. Oh shit. Graphite and Cigar says there's a good video of Warren at a clinic showing how to play that. Yeah. A lot of times what I like to do is, because, you know, you never hear a guitarist really play something the same, you know, as it is on the record. You go to watch them play live, you know, some of them are exact, you know, like Pink Floyd, I think, was one that was exact to the record. But most of you rock guitarists, they're going to play kind of what comes out, what they feel at each time. And that's kind of how I approach.
Here, sometimes you're going to go down there.
Yeah, I kind of approach learning a song kind of, okay, I see how they do it. Let me kind of do it, you know, what feels comfortable to me. So I've never really been one to really care to get everything note for note for note exact. As long as it sounds close.
It's the Black Sabbath song.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to see the Pope at the end of a rope? Do you think he's a fool? And so it's like a G slide to A, G slide to C, G slide to A.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of doing all that work, I just sat here hammering the open A, C, open A, C, open
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
And when you turn it up loud enough, it still brings on a smile.
Yeah, you know,
work it hard.
that's what it's all about, just putting a smile on your face.
And
Rob
we're trying to
Blackmore,
get 1,000 hours in a year.
Yeah. Rob Blackmore says another good Motley tune would be Primal Scream.
Well, that would be that done.
Yeah, the beauty of live music. Yep. Gilmore was never exact, but he was pretty damn close, I'll have to say. I went and saw the Pulse tour, or I can't remember what tour. It was in '92, I think.
He'd been playing music for over a decade.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not Graphite and Cigars. He probably heard him before I did, so never mind.
Yeah. Holly Lewis says she has to jump out. Catch you later, Holly. Thanks for stopping in. We have Six Fingered Assault is waiting in the green room. Let's get him in.
Yeah. Oh, 6:35. So we got 55 minutes to left.
All the way from Australia. Good day, mate. Having a little trouble hearing your volume. Might need to turn up a little bit.
Yeah, no vocals. How's your guitar sound?
I can barely hear you. Let's hear how the guitar sounds. Okay. We've got guitar. Yep. Maybe you can talk into the pickup.
All right, how's that?
There we go. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
sweet. Yeah, just plugged in a dodgy iRig for now until I get a stereo one going,
Mm-hmm.
just so you can sort of actually hear what I'm playing this time.
Right.
Cool.
So you
Yeah.
said you had learned the solo to Somebody Get Me a Doctor, right?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
pretty full on, eh?
Wait,
I'm
Go
sure
for
I'll
it,
screw
man.
it all. Sure, I'll screw it up because I'm sitting down and everything. But oh,
None of us care.
all right, here we go. I'll attempt it.
Yeah, man. That's right on. I always like that little part where it's that dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, it's cool as eh?
Yeah. What is
Oh,
what is that little lick there?
That is on. Would it be on the B 10th fret? So you go 10th to 8 on the B string, and then when you're on the 8th fret, flick down to the high E. So it's. Yeah, sorry. That's it. Yeah. You go up and then I'll try and get a good shot for you. It's hard when you play it slow. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the second one you don't finish the loop, you just drag it down. So it's,
Cool.
yeah, it's the
Cool.
next part, yeah.
So let's see. Where does it start?
10th fret, B string.
Yeah, I think I got the gist of it there.
Yeah.
How many does it go down?
It goes all the way down to 1st fret. So
Oh,
he
he keeps going up that way.
goes up. He goes up one full step when he starts it. He comes all the way back down to
I
first.
gotcha.
Starts on 3.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I like that little lick there.
Yeah, same.
I think you're tuned down half a step, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in standard tuning, so that's where the difference is coming from. No, man, that's very cool. That's very cool.
Not bad for me. Just picking the guitar up today, so I'm happy. Didn't screw it up too badly.
Yeah, sounds cool. So I can play the the beginning for you. And how does that go?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh well. I have to sit and learn that one.
Volume swell
Yeah,
on point.
it's a cool little one.
Yeah, it is very. I always see again, Trev. That's one of those dark side riffs that I wanted to learn. I was like, man, that is cool how he does that volume swell. So years ago, I had learned that. You know just for that volume swell because that was so badass. You know.
Absolutely.
Cool, man. So how long had you been working on that one?
That's about 2 hours.
Oh yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
pick them up pretty quick. I only practice for about 15 minutes at a time so I don't pick up bad habits.
Mhm.
Then I'll go let my brain catch up with my fingers and come back and do another 15 minutes. So, yeah, it's about 2 hours worth.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah.
all about the bad habits. I'm like, did that wrong. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it that way.
For me, it's laps. And I almost revert to my F1 from video game kind of mind where it's like, all right, fuck that up on that lap. Keep going straight ahead. The next lap.
Yeah,
Fair
just keep going.
Trying to overcome that thing when I was learning, it was like every time you fuck up, you stop. And you want to start it over again. It's like, no, and you fuck up, you keep going, and you try and do a better lap next time. Just
Yeah,
if we're
that's
doing
it.
500 laps, get in there. Some are gonna be better than others. But, you
Yeah.
know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man, that sounded good. There was a comment in there saying, where was that? Something about the, R2, R3. Love those harmonics. That sounded really good. You had that down.
Cheers.
when you hit the harmonics, just before you hit your harmonics, StreamYard was kind of crushing it a bit with the noise suppression shit. And then you hit the harmonics, and that clarity kind of brought it right out. I mean, your harmonic popped from this side of this stream. It was awesome.
The only
Sounded-
signal I can take it at the moment is plus 4 decibels, so I think that's why it's still distorting, compressing a bit.
Gotcha.
Once I get the stereo rig, I'll be able to minus 10 dB, and it should sort that out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the StreamYard works. I mean, you guys say that mine sounds good all through whatever I'm playing, huh?
So, your
Yeah,
mics
pretty much,
and into your mixer and into your interface into the thing works. I still have yet to. It's a spring cleaning thing for me to get the little.
It's just dialing it in, eh?
Say what?
Well, I've got the single
It's just
star.
dialing it in slowly, I
Oh.
suppose.
Yeah. I don't understand why why other people have trouble with the squashing and whatnot.
Speaking of dialing it in, six while you're here, you seem like a fellow who may have tried something like this in the past. Metal Zone, Boss.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They're a horrible thing to dial in.
Welcome back, Janice.
Speaking of spinning knobs.
Yeah.
Now I heard that was it a group chat that you were in? You were trying to dial that in. People were saying, "No, turn this, turn that."
Oh, but that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. See how it sounds. Oh shit! I knew I was gonna mess that up. See, that's nowhere near what Eddie plays, but it sounds good enough to me. So that's my bad habits. I've always played it that way. I'm going to continue to play it that way, so I don't care.
That's good enough for me, man. But
Yeah. You just fake it till you make
takes
it
me
on
there
stuff.
close enough.
We got Janice is back, but then Rob Blackmore says he has to head out. So we'll catch you later, Rob. Thanks for stopping in.
It's got to be late out there.
So we're 9:45, and Laz is going 10:30.
So we got 45 minutes till left.
All right, cool.
43. Yeah.
Graphite and Cigars is asking, are you running any compression? Nope. Only compression that I'm getting is whatever I get from the amp.
Graphite, go back into his channel, and he's got a rig rundown, and you can see the whole signal chain the way he laid down. And I think you went through it again. Was it during the John DeShane's stream?
It may have been through some stream. I don't remember.
It may have been offline too. We
It could
spent
be.
a lot of time on the internet that weekend.
Yeah. It could be. What the heck was that?
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Oh, I thought Robbie fell over and hit his gong there for a minute.
Robbie, how you doing, man?
Awful
Hit the
quiet.
gong for it. Give us a gong, brother.
It's in the other room.
All right.
Oh, you're
Never
in a
mind.
completely
Sorry.
different. See, I thought that you always were going to a different side of the room. I thought that's where your drums were on one side, and then you would come over. So you're actually in a different room than like when you're on Johnny's.
Yeah, when I do Johnny, I go into the room I make the videos in, and Fridays I'm on the one side, and Saturday I go to the other side.
Okay, I got you. So you had you said you had something on acoustic you wanted to try for us tonight, right?
Oh boy! All right, I played this song maybe 20 minutes so far, so you're gonna have to hang with me on this. But before you hear that and get horrified and run away. So yesterday I sent in the Aerosmith Last Child video I did to Hippie. So he's going to play it on Sunday. And then today I did Satisfaction. And I sent it to him right when I was finished. And he's going to play that Sunday too. So I think I'm going to get a 2 for,
Nice.
I don't know when, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was that Monday? I think that was Monday. I'm not sure. If it was Monday or Sunday. He played no, it was Tuesday. Tuesday he played the Sympathy for the Devil I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. He put all these parental advisories over it, like subscribe and big flashing letters, and
Right.
he's like saying, "Well, take your kids away from the broadcast," you know.
Yep.
So yeah, so that's all been pretty cool. He's pretty easy to put, you know, links into because you could just go through the Gmail. So I could do that. I could put share on the video, and then the link comes up on the Gmail. So
Mm-hmm.
I've Gmailed him before, so he just, you know, it goes right through.
So if anybody is not familiar with who you're talking about, Hippie, can you tell everybody who that is, what he has? He's got a channel that he does.
Right. Metalhead Hippie does a lengthy broadcast of everybody in the community's music.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Jeff. He lives in Alaska,
Right?
you know,
Which is cool.
and
in
he's
itself.
really a pretty cool guy. And he drives around in a ATV because he can't get a license in Alaska. I think he had a pretty rough life, so he's really turned it around. He's a really cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I was watching Michael Lapenzi, and he does a show where he puts his computer on, rolls the lyrics, and plays along. You know, plays the songs like that. And well, he actually had 3 copyright strikes, so they took his channel down.
Mm.
I don't know for how long, but out of the blue, he just plays My Sympathy for the Devil, and he was really digging it, you know. So Hippie was watching. He was in a chat. He's like, "Well, give me that link." And Hippie's like, "I'm putting that on. See you Tuesday."
Cool.
And then after it played, he's like, "Well, anything you want, just set it in, and I'll put it on." So that's why I put in Last Child, and then today the Satisfaction. So.
Mm-hmm. So you can just do a search on YouTube for Metalhead Hippie.
Right.
Right, I sent you a link in the private StreamYard chat to
Okay.
his channel that you could copy and paste into the thing.
Perfect.
It's pretty long. You got like just about everybody there.
Graphite was asking about my guitar. You can see the Fishman nest. Now you can't see the Fishman. Epiphone, Extura Prophecy with the Fishmans.
Very
And
cool.
it's really my favorite thing out of all of the things I have. Put more hours on this than anything else.
Mm-hmm. How long have you had that one?
13 months.
Okay.
Before Christmas the year before last.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas 21.
So you're actually just really kind of getting comfortable with your relationship with that guitar now.
I am. I got the Viper, and I like the Viper because of the EMGs more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But the neck, it's got the compound radius, right? The 12-inch Gibson neck, it just fits me comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I spent the most hours on this guitar, and that's how I learned.
Yep. I find that the different guitars I play, some are all of my guitars are comfortable to me, but they're different, and some of them are comfortable in a different area. So
I like the armrest.
I'll find myself playing something different on that guitar because it's more comfortable to play that. I don't know. It's kind of weird with my collection. All of them are comfortable. The necks are different, so they're all comfortable in their own different way, if that makes sense.
If you spend enough hours in any saddle, you're going to get used to it, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I just try to mix them up so I'm not playing the same one too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep the wear down.
Well, I don't really wear them. I mean, I work it out on acoustic, get it down so when I make the video on the electric and turn the amp on, or
Yeah, ready to go.
get that way, right? And lately, it's just been pretty much first take on everything.
I do appreciate you not playing the Flame, Kramer. That you're keeping that one put away for me for when you sell it to me.
The one you refuse to sell them?
Well, I did Sympathy for the Devil on that guitar.
Yes, I know. I saw that. Yep, that's a nice looking guitar. Robert.
Parental
I like that
advisory.
one. Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
I gotta try this. Bear with me.
All right.
I haven't been playing it at all hardly, so
Hit it, man.
let me see if I can do this.
We're easy to please, Robbie. We love you, brother.
All right. She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter when it's gone. Hang with me. When the sun is bright, or in the dark of night, no one knows. She comes and goes. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you? We change with every new day. Till I'm gonna miss you. Don't question why she needs to be so free. She'll tell you that it's just the way to be. What the hell is that? Jesus. Sorry, guys. It threw me off.
What the hell is that? No, it sounded good.
Awesome, brother.
You want me to try it again, or is that good enough?
That's up to you.
I could sit through it again. You
I didn't get through it.
take another run at it, man. Take another run at it.
Yeah, man.
She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter when it's gone. Little, hang on there. While the sun is bright, or in the dark of night, no one knows. She comes and goes. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could I lay by you? We change every new day. Still, I'm gonna miss you. Don't question why she feels so free. Tell me, she tells you it's the only way to be. She just can't be changed to a life where nothing's gained and nothing's lost.
Yeah.
It's such a cost. Ah, goodbye, goodbye. You couldn't lay by you. Every time living you, still gonna miss you. Wait, there's more.
But wait. Good.
She told you that. Let me do. Come on. I can do this. I can do this. There's no time to lose. I heard her say. Catch your dreams before they move away. Dying all the time. Love your dreams, you'll never lose your mind. In life's unkind. Oh man, come on, give me some of this. When you're changing every new day, still I'm gonna miss you. I'm sorry I couldn't do it better, man.
Oh man, that's great. That's the thing about, music and playing guitar, and none of us are professionals. If we were, we'd be off making millions of dollars. But
Smiles, man.
it's just even though we mess up a little bit here and there, it's just when you play and you have a smile on your face, that's what it's all about. You've inspired me to pick up my acoustic, Robbie.
Sounds good. You have it mic?
Just right here on my vocal mic.
Why is that? Love that album.
know I messed up the lyrics there. I couldn't remember them, so sorry about
Good
that.
enough for me, man. You brought me to a very happy place. Thank
Cool,
you,
man. If I can put a smile on my face and somebody else's, then that's what it's all about, you know. This is another one that I really enjoy playing on the acoustic of theirs. Is the
Oh, hand cam. Do the hand cam.
let's see. There we go.
So, yeah.
Going to attempt to sing that one. Sorry.
Come on.
No way. So many good songs off of that Unplugged Alice in Chains.
They really set the bar high out of the gate. They were one of the first.
So many good songs off of that Unplugged. Yeah. This is that Koa acoustic I was telling you about.
God, that's beautiful.
It sounds fantastic sitting right here. I don't know how it translates through the microphone, but this thing.
It sounds better than if you had a copy pickup plugged it in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it always sounds better through a mic, I would think.
Good balance with the vocal.
Okay, cool. Anybody catch that video that I put up with me kind of jamming to the backing track?
Yeah.
The backing track was just a simple couple chords. It was just something about that A minor to that D with that drop D on an acoustic guitar. It just sounds freaking phenomenal. To me, anyway. Yeah. I really wish that somebody, I mean, if anybody plays drums or anything and you want to take that video and remix it, I guess they call it, where you put some drums and some bass or something on that, I'd love to see what somebody could do with that. I haven't figured out where people are getting their drum tracks or how they're making them or any of that stuff. I've just, I just play guitar. But, yeah, I mean, if there's any drummers or anybody out there wants to put something to that, I'd love to hear it. So how about you, Trev? You got your guitar up. You going to play something for us?
I don't think so.
Come on, man.
I haven't run any laps yet today. I just was looking at it. Decided to put it on my lap.
these licks are coming out cold. So
Hey,
sorry if I miss a few here. Alonzo, no more than words. I am kind of ashamed to admit that I do. I think that's an E minor there. That has been a long time since I've played that song, like all the way through. Every time you play it, somebody's like, "Oh, don't play that." Can't believe you asked for that, Alonzo. Well, guys, I think that Laz is going to be going on soon. Maybe we should go ahead and wrap up.
We got 22 minutes to last.
All right.
So yeah, if you want to have an intermission, probably go see a man about a horse.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And get caught up. I want to check out and see what Laz is doing. Okay, ET5150 is asking for Wholehearted. I don't. That's one that I have not played in forever. How does that go? I don't remember it. I'm not playing anymore.
That was pretty cool, man.
Over the hills and far away is a great time. Yes, sir. You know what I'm going to work on for next time maybe is if the sun refused to shine, I will still be lonely. Mountains crumble to the sea. There will still be you and me. Okay, enough of that preview. My power is flickering, so probably need to sign off and go. I'm going to get ready for Laz.
Before you
And-
go,
yeah.
Graphite was asking about Laz's channel.
Okay.
Again, I sent you in the private chat over here a link to Laz's channel.
Okay, absolutely. We can do that. Let me
Put that in
grab
the
it.
chat, and we'll see you guys in 20 minutes.
Yeah, see you over there in a few. Let me get it here. Copy. Get back over to the regular chat. Paste.
Now that's for his homepage. He's got a live stream coming up
Okay.
shortly.
Alonzo, this is a Taylor. It's a 224KE, I think is the model number. Let me look. 224C EK Deluxe. So, like I said, this isn't their top of the line one, but honestly, I played this and compared it to some of their $5,000 acoustics. This
Wow, that's funny.
got six fingers adding some sound effects for us. And this one just sounded the best to me out of, guitars are like that. You can find an $800 guitar that sounds better than a $5,000 guitar. So, but that's what that is. So, all right. So the link for Laz is in there. So he'll be going live soon. And, yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. I'll try to get a more routine time frame of going live, since evidently a few of you enjoy, watching us make
Had an
fools of ourselves
absolute
up here.
blast tonight, brother. It was a
Well, cool,
pleasure
man.
hanging out with you guys.
Well, Six Fingered, thanks for coming in. Robbie,
thanks.
appreciate your coming in and sharing some of your wisdom and some of your tunes. Trev, always cool to talk with you. Everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you guys next time. Had
Speaking of
fun.
the devil, look, Beetlejuice was bad.
Thanks, everybody.